I'm Jack Board.
And I'm Kendall Pearson.
Tonight, we have a special show for you about the importance and harmlessness of vaccines.
We have a real issue on our hands. The flu is back, and as some of you may know, the flu can last from October to May. Many are choosing not to get the flu vaccine for these following reasons. I'm healthy, I don't need a flu shot. The flu shot can give you the flu. The flu shot is risky and doesn't work. I got a flu shot last year. If I have an egg allergy, which if you have an egg allergy, there's different ways to get vaccinated. I'm pregnant. There are drugs to treat the flu. And finally, many people do not get vaccinations is because they believe most diseases are in another part of the world. However, they do not realize that they need to be vaccinated for the diseases here.
Currently, an outbreak is ravaging SBA. About 65% of the students are out with the flu. This high percentage is linked to the fact the students simply are not getting vaccinated.
That's right, Jack. Whether or not the reason behind this lack of vaccination is mainly due to belief of students' parents, reporting live from the field, we go to reporter Austin Prudhomme, who got a parent's view and the effects of how vaccinating for the seasonal flu.
I'm here at Auburndale Hospital, and I'm with a mother and her sick child. The cause of this sickness being the fact that the mom does not want her child being vaccinated. Ma'am, why don't you want your child vaccinated?
Well, I've just read things on the internet that say vaccines cause autism. And even Jim Carrey says they cause autism. So why on God's green earth would I not believe famous comedian Jim Carrey?
How does this reasoning influence your decision when it comes to vaccinating your child?
Well, I've heard many stories of children getting vaccinated and then regressing several days later with autism. I'm afraid of that happening with my kid. I think it should be my choice whether or not I should get my child vaccinated.
Do you think the vaccine-autism correlation is mainly based on factual, dependable science or overhyped, scientifically disproven studies?
I believe the findings are real, no matter how many want to believe they are not.
Well, did you know that the one study that related vaccines to autism was removed from its scientific journal due to it being fraudulent, incorrect, and unable to replicate?
No, I thought that it was a verified and accredited study that was respected by scientists.
There is no scientific evidence that supports the claim that vaccines cause autism. So you should get her vaccinated so she doesn't get something worse.
Now that sounds good, but I can see why mothers everywhere are so concerned about it. It seems like something is a real threat.
Well, that's all here from Auburndale Hospital. Back to you, Jack and Kendall.
Thank you, Austin, for that fascinating interview. However, I would now like to focus on the main health risk for not being vaccinated and how quickly a disease can spread.
Yes, Jack, an unvaccinated person holds a serious risk to the public. Recent studies have shown that as high as 49,000 people can be infected with the flu each year. And 90% of the deaths from the flu occur in people that are ages 65 and over.
Getting the flu shot needs to be done every year as well, because every flu season there's a new strain of influenza that is spread among the people. Scientists have observed this and come out with a new vaccine every year in the form of either a nasal spray or a shot.
Skipping an immunization can be potentially fatal, especially to younger children, because their immune system is more vulnerable than adults. Also, a woman may think she is putting her infant in harm if she is vaccinated during her pregnancy. However, it is doing the opposite. A woman who comes in contact with the illness while pregnant could further complicate the pregnancy, especially if they are in the first trimester.
Now, in order to avoid an epidemic, if your child has come down with the flu, it is best to take precautions and quarantine your child to avoid an exposure to the public. Here is a message from a local scientist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Libby, and I'm here to tell you why you should get your kid vaccinated. Making an informed choice about immunization is critical to protecting your child's health. Make sure you're making the right choice. Vaccines are good. It prevents unnecessary illness and suffering for your child. It protects loved ones in your community, and all experts say that it is the best thing you can do. It helps eliminate disease worldwide, and just all around, it helps more than it hurts. Now back to you, Jack and Kendall.
Thank you, Dr. Libby, for those words of wisdom. Here at Auburndale News, we want to strongly encourage people to get their vaccines on time and to not fear the false side effects that are claimed to be linked with autism.
That's right. Not only are you putting you and your family at risk by not getting vaccinated, you're also putting those around you at risk.
Signing off, I'm Jack Borg.
And I'm Kendall Pearson.
You stay classy, SBA.
And have a healthy evening.
I'm gonna look at the Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jack Borg. What's going on?
I was doing good.
You were doing great. You were doing great. That was my fault. That's okay. We went that far.
Alright, ready? I am healthy. I don't need to
They make a sound though.
We have a real issue. Libby, I'm gonna hurt you.
Come on.
Libby.
Come on.
I'm Kendall Pearson.
Tonight, we have a special show for you. About, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jack Borg.
And I'm Kendall
Chocolate. You are chocolate.
Many are choosing not to get the flu vaccine for these following reasons. I was doing so
close.
Ma'am, what's the reason for this report? Ma'am, why don't you want your child being vaccinated?
Jack, I'm gonna kill you.
It's like,
Ma'am, why don't you want your child vaccinated?
well, I just read so many things on the internet that say vaccines cause autism.
Ma'am, why don't you want your child vaccinated?
Well, I just read so much on the internet that say vaccines. I can't look
You
at
literally
Okay.
Set, go.
Ma'am, why don't you want